Ho! Merry Christmas almost to everybody out there. This is Brittany, aka Santa Claus, coming to you live from the Seniors Blue Book this morning from the North Pole. And this morning, I would like to welcome the My Care Finders team. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody's holidays revving up? Are the elves, making toys in your homes, or what's happening?
Everything.
Doing
All
great.
going on. Food, everything.
Heather, I can see that you are one of my elves today.
I've been a very good elf, Brittany, or Santa.
Yes, call me a Santa. Well, Heather is the owner. Let's get to business. Heather is the owner of My Care Finders, and today we are going to talk about a couple different things. Of course, we're going to get into the services that your company provides, and we're also going to introduce a new team member, as everybody can see. But let's go ahead, Heather, and tell us, what do you want for Christmas from Santa Claus?
Well, I've not been such an amazing elf this year, so I want the ultimate gift of all time, which I've already been given, thankfully.
You have. I gifted you early.
I know. That was so sweet of you. And that is David Higginbotham. So we're so excited to have him. Woohoo!
Ho, ho, Higginbotham.
Hey, good morning.
I see that once. Good morning, David. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I am absolutely thrilled to be a part of the team. It's wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit, most people know you, David. You definitely have had some great experience here in this industry, but tell us a little bit about your journey and how that led you into My Care Finders.
My journey, I am a true Florida native. I came over from Orlando. I've had experience in hospice, home health care, skilled nursing, assisted living. My most recent was Brookdale for almost 5 years. So I feel that gives me a nice rounded out ability to help our seniors in this community.
Absolutely. Ho, ho, ho. I have to throw in at least a couple of those. I think that's what Santa does at the North Pole a lot.
Yeah.
But yes, absolutely. You bring a huge amount of value to the My Care Finders team. And I want to jump back over to Heather real quick, and just let's talk about My Care Finders. If people haven't met you, which I'm sure everybody has, let's tell them who My Care Finders is, how the business came to be, and what services you provide.
Yeah, of course. Well, again, we are so psyched to have David. He's a great partner. And so definitely going forward, I'm sure that we're going to be known as a dynamic duo. But as far as for the actual company, my previous experience being in skilled nursing, assisted living, working my way up to being an administrator of assisted living. And that really transpired from that point on, seeing the services and the need for helping families. Really kind of got us into this role now to where we can actually help everyone and not just a certain family that actually comes into a facility, and sometimes you may not be able to help them. So now it has helped us tremendously, and I love sleeping at night and knowing that I'm doing the right thing always, first and foremost. To me, that's the most important thing, is knowing that I have a good conscience, and so knowing if I'm getting these calls from these families and they're all excited and they're happy and they're thanking me constantly, that's what I want our team to be about. With our reputation first and foremost in the market, I really feel that it is, and the reasoning behind it is our integrity. So that's really the biggest part for us. So going into a little bit of what we do or how we do it is being that we actually help all the families find assisted living, independent living, skilled nursing. Sometimes even we want to be that one-stop shop resource for if they need even assistance in home care, private duty, what have you, because they need help. They need to have an advocate for them. And it's so important to make sure that we do what's right for them in going through that process. So with having a quick and efficient and very responsive time frame for them to transition into a community is very important. And then knowing that we will follow them through after we place them in a community. We're still there even after the fact, because sometimes there's hiccups, things that happen. And we don't want that family first to just start looking for alternative placement. So we really want to strive on the importance of aging in place and the appropriate placement. So we follow them through, we work with the communities. And because of that, we really pride ourselves on having 100% satisfaction with the families. on top of, I would say closer to, I would say almost 98% retention period with it. And mostly it's not been because they're doing it's because of needing a higher level of care, going to skilled nursing afterwards, that type of thing that maybe a community was not able to do for them. But overall, I really love that our combined experience, I would say probably between all of us as a team collectively would be over 50 years experience, very, very important. And then also with David's knowledge, expertise, mine, obviously, you know, my husband and John in the field as well. So we've all had great experience prior, which really I think makes us a great team going forward and where we can really do what's right for our families.
Absolutely. Very well said. And I do want to real quick, and I feel bad, David, I totally skipped over in asking what you want from Santa for Christmas.
You know, I think I already got it. I'm in a position now where I can truly help seniors and help the families. A lot of these folks, when they call us, they just don't know where else to turn. And by the time we end the conversation, the tone of their voice and their demeanor from the beginning of the call to the end of the call is so much more relaxed and calm. They feel that sense of, okay, things are going to be all right. I'm going to be able to help my mom, my dad, my grandparents, my husband, my wife. It's just a great feeling. So I couldn't ask for anything else.
I'm basically, well, as David too, where are their elves? We're here for them. We're doing everything for them. Completely free service, which is the best part about it. And so David is a great asset. So we're so excited.
Absolutely. And I do want to real quick, Heather, just ask you, you know, over 2020, probably the most unique and dynamic year we've had all in our lives. Tell us a little bit about how did things change for you and the way that you serve your families?
So initially, when it first took place with COVID, that was probably the hardest part. We were able to luckily sustain, but it was very difficult for families. The ones that were prior, they were moving just because they wanted to move. They wanted to thrive in an environment with a lot of activities. Those families were starting to stay at home because they were scared. They didn't know what it looks like. We've felt a big change recently, as far as I'd say the last a few months rather, the fact that now they know that COVID unfortunately is not going away right now. So now it's all that pent up demand we feel with especially memory care, assisted living, but also with the independent living, knowing that now they're kind of stuck inside their home and they're not able to do anything, especially thrive in an environment that they should have been able to prior. I think those families now are actually wanting to move forward. So we've been extremely blessed and thankful that we've been able to help these families going forward now. And now it's actually picked up quite a bit. And of course, with touring, that's changed quite a bit. We've had to work around that. And starting off, we were doing a lot of virtual tours. And now families are actually wanting to see the communities in person. And most of the communities are allowing in-person tours, which is great. And we're really thankful and appreciative of that as well. Because quite honestly, as you know, you're not going to be able to actually completely sell a family, or not even, I shouldn't say the word sell, but to help a family move into a community unless they can actually see it in person.
Absolutely. Well, and it's amazing this year how everything has shifted, but the needs are there more than ever. The number of clients I'm sure that you speak to on a daily basis, just suffering from that isolation and not their normal routine of things. So I want to definitely say a big shout out and thank you to your team, because I know I have been in those shoes, and I know that families more than ever, I'm sure this year have needed you, and you've, I'm sure, helped just thousands of families just get through this year. So thank you so much for everything you guys are doing.
Of course. Thank you.
So I am going to go ahead and head back on my sled to the North Pole. But are there any last words of wisdom that either of you would like to share? Heather, maybe with you to families that are listening, like what's one good piece of advice you would leave families with right now?
Definitely be positive. Know that we are here to help and support, and that your loved ones are still able to thrive in an environment that they need as far as activities. That's happening now. That's opened back up. And I think it's so important to have that with families. So just to keep that in mind, and we can work through it together, and to obviously contact us, and whether it's by phone, email, text, and we will be happy to help, even if it's just asking or answering simple questions for you, just as a resource. That's what we want to be here for.
Awesome. David, anything from you? Ho ho Higginbotham.
I'm just really excited to start this new part of a journey. I'm looking forward to working with all of our friends here in our industry. I don't believe in competition. I believe in co-opetition. So there's so many resources out here for our seniors, and I'm happy to be just one part of that to help provide the help that they need. So Thank you.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations. We're all very excited for you guys as a team, the dynamic duo. And and also Chris. Chris, I'm sure is like he was a naughty little elf, so he's somewhere off in the workshop behind me, I think.
He's been a bad boy. He's having to still work right now in the workshop.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Well, anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this this live edition of Seniors Blue Book. We appreciate you guys, my care finders, and everybody else out there that's providing resources to our seniors, especially during such a challenging year. So everybody keep on keeping on, pay it forward today, and you guys have a great day.
All right. Thank you for having us, Brittany.
Thank you. Take care.